All right, we're going to start with our top story of the day. Tensions between India and Pakistan continue to escalate following the deadly terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam that claimed 26 lives. In a telephonic conversation today, the Amir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, conveyed condolences to Prime Minister Modi and expressed full support for India's fight against terrorism. He also backed India's efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice. Prime Minister Modi thanked the Qatari leader for his message of solidarity. Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council held a closed-door meeting yesterday at Pakistan's request to discuss the situation. The meeting ended without any statement or resolution or formal outcome. Ahead of the session, the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres urged both India and Pakistan to avoid military escalation, warning that a war could spiral out of control. He condemned attacks on civilians and offered the UN's support for peace efforts. Meanwhile, at home, India is ramping up preparedness, and the Ministry of Home Affairs has ordered nationwide mock drills to be held on the 7th of May to simulate hostile attack scenarios. On the ground, ceasefire violations by Pakistan have entered the 12th straight day, with shelling reported across multiple sectors along the line of control. The Indian Army is said to have responded proportionately to this provocation. Indian Prime Minister Modi has also held two high-level meetings with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval in the last 48 hours as India is assessing its response to the dastardly terror attack. Joining us to talk more about this is Major General Shashi Asthana, Senior Defence Expert. General Asthana, appreciate you taking out the time and speaking with us. Well, we were talking about push coming to shove. Now that has happened. There are mock drills being scheduled in India to prepare for an eventual conflict between the two nations. The United Nations has only put out a statement which really does not connotate any kind of a meaning, indicating that Pakistan is responsible for terrorism. Even the OIC has put out a statement condemning terrorism but not naming Pakistan. That's exactly the problem that India is fighting.
See, we don't expect anything from UNSC because the way it is structured, Pakistan being a temporary member and China being a permanent member. So you do not expect anything that they will condemn Pakistan or name Pakistan, or even they diluted the earlier resolution by eliminating the name of LET, and instead of saying that we should help India, it was changed to the concerned parties and things like that. So that's one part of it. This resolution was at the initiative of Pakistan. They thought that they will be able to gain some ground in the closed door meeting because then they are there. But I am given to understand that they were asked quite tough questions with regard to LET, and they found it very difficult to convince anybody. So therefore, the statement of the UN Secretary-General is a general statement, and we should expect that kind of statement from the United Nations and also from the OIC. That I don't think should bother us as far as our determination to bring the perpetrators of this dastardly attack to justice is concerned. Now, coming on to this, your second part of the question, that is mock drills. See, it is always good to prepare for the worst, and therefore, while the military and the other agencies, security forces, intelligence agencies are preparing and diplomats are doing their job, it is also necessary that to reduce the collateral damages and to be able to withstand or minimize our damages in case somebody does an irresponsible act of flying an aircraft or a missile into some residential areas, into the hinterland, it is necessary that people should be prepared. And I think I welcome this step because the situation may not come. But then the fact is, if we are prepared, then people will be more confident to handle a situation if it comes. And people will also be, the morale will also be high. And as I see in the last one day while this message has been on, and the reactions of various people being shown on televisions, people are, one, welcoming it, and number two, are determined that yes, we are ready to, even if it amounts to slight inconvenience, we are ready to take it on, but we must reply Pakistan in the absolute measures. That's number one. Number two, these things are important for the reason because when there is a, let's say, the air raid siren, with the rare red siren, you get some kind of warning to get into some kind of underground shelter, or even if you are in a building, collateral damage from the building can damage you more. So therefore, you get out of the building and get onto to the open ground or some kind of ditch that saves you. Similarly, civil defense techniques, we have enough. We have home guards, we have a whole lot of other agencies. The NCC is also being activated, and therefore, and we also have a huge community of ex-servicemen who are experienced in handling it. And also, when we are looking at camouflage concealment, not all the aircrafts of Pakistan can strike in dark. So therefore, if the important installations are camouflaged appropriately, they'll find it difficult. Similarly, blackout measures were also used in 71, where you don't let the light come out of your house, or cut out the light altogether, depending upon the amount of the kind of warning,
Right,
the
sir.
reaction time, as well as the place you are located. So all these measures, I think, are welcome, and I am very sure that the country will be better prepared to handle any eventualities in case Pakistan decides to climb the escalation ladder after when the appropriate response is given.
General
Vineet.
Asthana, appreciate you, in fact, putting things